Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Oh, look at that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. March 2nd. Welcome to the channel. My name is Brian Holtzman, and I am walking and talking. A beautiful day today. The weather has finally cleared. And there's not a cloud in the sky. It's about, hello sir. It's about almost 3:45. I'm just over 3 miles. About an hour. I've got this new app on my phone. You know the people who make the sports clothing, Armor. There's an app that tells you how many calories. I'm about 450 calories an hour out, about 3 miles. And it's real nice. I used to time myself on the iPhone clock, but now I just put this on and it does the rest. Beautiful day today. And just the beginning of the month. I have to be truthful. I have to be honest. I do have a problem. I think I definitely have a problem with Peeps. Last night, after I finished the video, I ate both those packages of Peeps. So I will try to find somebody who deals with a Peeps addiction. I'm sure there's somebody out there. There's people that help people with a lot of different problems. And I'm sure there's a professional out there, a man or a woman, who's experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing, or did experience the same thing that I'm experiencing. And that's the inability to just say, tomorrow's another day, I'll have a Peep tomorrow. All the Peeps have to be eaten right away. It's too much. This is a nice little area on my walk. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Texas is king of the oak trees. If you love oak trees, you gotta come to Texas. And that's where they are. Just a great day to be walking. And this is some kind of computer factory over here. There's a lot of high-tech computer manufacturing in the state of Texas. They give them incentives to move here, tax breaks, and they're very business friendly. Very business friendly. Oh, watch out. Well, today's a special day. Today's Texas independence. 1836, Texas was designated an independent territory. Not quite a state yet, but independence from Mexico. And that happened, ironically, on the same day as the 43rd birthday of Sam Houston, or Houston. Now, if you get a chance, you got to Google this character. He is something else. He is a war hero, a soldier, a politician. He started the the military, he got people together, and he got, he's a big name in the independence of Texas. He was the governor of Tennessee. He's the only person that was the governor of two different states. I don't believe it was at the same time, but I had to get out here on my walk, and I want to make this video, and I just couldn't take the time that it takes to really give you the key facts. But this guy was extraordinary. When he was young, he left home or ran away from home at 13 to live with some Indians. They used to call him the Raven, and I think so. The guy has some kind of life. There's probably been some Hollywood motion pictures made about this guy's life. Sam Houston, or Sam Houston. One time I was in New York City with my brother Jay, and we were looking for Houston Street, and we kept calling it Houston Street, and we finally found it, that famous Katz Deli on Houston Street, not Houston Street. It's just another one of those roadblocks. Here's another NXP. This is some kind of computer place. And so today's Texas independence, 1836, and that's quite a story of how that happened, and the Mexico and Alamo, it's all tied together. The Battle of the Alamo was the precursor, or the reason that Texas was declared independent. That fiasco with President Santa Anna and his out of control antics. Also in 1973 was the siege at Wounded Knee in South Dakota. Another very interesting story involving the American Indians and their struggle against the loss of their land and a whole bunch of other stuff. 1973, Wounded Knee. Another interesting something to just read up on. You know, you don't have to study it and memorize it, but it's just fun to know what happened on some of these most famous events. I know I enjoy it. And in 1776, we started to shell the British in Boston. Now I'm going to come up to a big intersection here. It's going to be noisy. I guess I'll press on. I'll have to talk a little louder, I guess. Or maybe not. I also read something today off my computer feed, my email feed that I get. And it says, being a seeker of truth means refusing to make assumptions about things that you do not know. I'll read that again because I kind of like it. It says, being a seeker of truth means refusing to make assumptions about things that you don't know. Which means, I guess, keep an open mind. Don't draw conclusions on things that you don't have any idea really what the real story is. Don't forget, anybody who tells you a story has an agenda behind that story. So it's important. It's important to get your ducks in a row, as they say. So what a day to be in Texas on Texas Independence Day. Unbelievable. Pretty lucky. Look at that blue sky. Not a cloud in the sky. I hope everybody's doing good with their quarantine, and we've got light at the end of the tunnel. I know a lot of people are going through personal revolutions and personal wars and decisions about what they want to do with the rest of their life, who they want to do it with, who they want to associate with in private, in business, in life, and in personal relationships. This pandemic is going to be over soon, and hopefully you'll come out on the other side with a better understanding and outlook of what's important and what's not terribly important. I hope that doesn't show up. I didn't put it on airplane mode. I figured I'd take a chance. I got a message. I don't know if that'll show up on the video. I wanted to keep it off airplane mode so I can continue to see how far I'm walked. But and if you've been dragging your feet in quarantine and you're overeating and you haven't been exercising and you haven't taken the time to take the time, it's never too late. Just remember that. We've got light at the end of the tunnel, but there's still time before everything is back to normal for you to like the Led Zeppelin song says, you know, it's not too late to change the road you're on. So go get them. Don't let anything hold you back. This is the big road here. This is, to my left would be East 290. That takes you downtown Austin. West 290 to the 71 will take you to eventually to the 10 freeway west. And I'm just gonna walk around here. There's another message. I hope that doesn't show up. Nobody's called so far. That's good. Look at the size of these oak trees, huh? Whoa, I almost tripped. Watch out. Uneven pavement. Uneven pavement. Whenever I see these... Whoa, another one. God, you got to really watch your step. Whenever I see one of these massive oak trees, I always think of the song, "Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still miss me?" And very famous song, you know. Then you get home and you find out there is no ribbon around the oak tree. There is no oak tree. They took the oak tree down, put it in a wood chipper to make a parking lot. So that can happen too. Look at the traffic. It's getting like LA, huh? Look at the traffic. And this is almost 10 minutes to 4 Tuesday afternoon, Texas Independence Day, 1836. I really should get up earlier, but I go to bed late. Talking on the phone, going over the YouTube videos, reading a book. I'm still not finished with the Dunces yet. The Confederacy of Dunces. Great book. And I'm gonna mail that to DJ in Seattle. DJ's up in Seattle and he's getting sick and tired of the wet ground and the overcast and the damp. He told me when he finishes his work assignment and his wife is on the same page, which is a good thing, he's gonna go someplace where there's some kind of desert, some kind of sun. And I said, DJ, you've been there many, many years. You mean you tell me you're not used to the weather yet in Seattle? He says, no. It's just terrible. Now, I can only show you a little bit of my walk today. Of course, if the video would be much too long if I showed you the whole walk. So in the future, I'll show you portions of my walk, different walks. when I get my truck back, I'll be able to take different walks that are in a park-like setting where you won't hear the noise of the traffic. So that's good. Look at that blue sky, the Texas big blue sky. It's kind of true. Just huge. Here's your West 290 coming up. And that's what takes me to the, whoa, okay. You don't like to hear those brakes locking up like that. Oh, that's why I drive slow. I just drive slow. When you're young, you drive fast. When you get a little older, you drive slow. It's just the way it is. And if you drive fast when you're old, I guess you're drunk. I don't know. There's a school bus, huh? That school bus could be, we could be in 1950 right now. Look at the school bus. Timeless machine. Unchanged since the beginning of school buses. Oh, we got a sign over here. What's up here? Somebody's missing. Missing person. What does this say over here? I don't know. Can you see that? The first settlers arrived in area in 1840s. The community founded here in 1856 was called Live Oak Springs. In 1865, it was renamed Chelan. Later, schools known as Live Oak and Odermanville gave names temporarily to the settlement. It has been known as Oak Hill since 1900. Limestone quarries were opened 1882 to supply stone for Capitol building in Austin. By 1886, 10 carloads of stone, 10 carloads, there I go again, not being able to read English. 10 carloads of stone were shipped daily over railroads, which joined quarries with Capitol grounds. It is estimated that 1/3 of Capitol's walls are lined with limestone from Oak Hill Quarries, 1969. Sponsored by Oak Hill Cedar Valley Pioneer Association. Very nice. And as you can see behind me, you can see some of those quarries. Not not quarries, but know that the landscape is made out of these stones. I don't know if you can see it. My video, it looks real dark to me, but across this street is rock. And that's the limestone they're talking about. So a lot of that rock was farmed and transported to the Capitol. So I'm going to cut it off here. The next traffic light is where I turn right and then walk past the Oak Hill Body and Paint. And then a mile down the road is my rented room. So, Old Bee Cave Road. And yeah, look at this traffic. It reminds you of Los Angeles, don't it? Look at the hay over there. See the hay? Somebody's gonna have a lot of good hay. A lot of the cattle, they like to eat the hay. People say, oh, you need beef. You need beef. You can't be a vegetarian. You gotta eat beef. Yeah, that's true. Beef is good.
Time, 1 hour, 19 minutes, 20 seconds, 4.0 miles. Average pace, 19 minutes, 49 seconds per mile. Split pace, 25 minutes, 49 seconds per mile.
Wow, very good. So you heard it for yourself. I think you can hear it. That was the lady. Shouldn't it be a man's voice? Shouldn't it be somebody saying, hey, move your butt. Come on, you overloaded dump truck. Get up that stairs. Keep going. You're only at 1.5 miles. Go, go, go. But they always want to use a female voice. Almost like a bedroom voice. Should be more of a, same thing with the GPS in the car, you know? Make a right! Make a right! Make a right, you know, make a right now. And somebody's got some car trouble. Okay, you have a rest of a good day, and we'll talk again soon. And congratulations to the state of Texas.